Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoners War. We are in Capco's account today. Asia server account with a lot of LD toys wants to get an overall review regarding Arena, RTA, maybe even Siege. But in the end, we'll look at his Rune quality through swap and see why he's lacking or why he's not getting certain ranks. If you look at his current record, his best Arena record was P1, his best RTA record was C2. He was in a G2 Siege at a certain point. It doesn't look like he's in that rank now. Probably not doing so well. We'll take a look why. From the box, seeing that he had some shiny toys, let's see what he has. Let's go through the LDs first. Okay, he has Kiara. Pretty fun type of cleave, right, for RTA. Gelnir. Also, okay, Dark Siri with Vritra. Awesome, even the Truffle. A lot of fun Siege toys. For light, he had TST and Lang. Another Siege toy, to be fair, and also RTA. But no Leah. Does have the Kinky. There's Dova. Cool. Regular elements. Anything that you're lacking. Pyeongchor, Layla. Those are pretty big. Gyu. Not too much. Even I don't use my Gyu. Savannah, Odin. Those are the stuff that I'm missing. Ethna. Okay. For water, no water cookie, Manon, Miles, Alaya. Ooh, Nala. There's some stuff that are missing in the water department. Let's go to fire. Cardinal, I guess kind of notable. Masha for RTA. But definitely a lot more stacked compared to his water and wind. Let's take a look at what type of defense he's running. He's running a Tian Lang defense. Okay, this is not going to really work because there's nothing else that's contesting speed. There was a time, long time ago, when you were able to just put Tian Lang in your defense and it would block everybody. That doesn't work anymore. You definitely need something else that will contest speed. I'll take the aerial out. Let me just take this out too. I think this is good there, but I think I would put something like a Triton even if your Swift Runes aren't that quick. I'm gonna just assume that it's not that quick and put Triton. Triton very high base speed, so easy to rune, I believe. You don't have Pyeongchor, so you really don't have much of a choice. There you go. And then +1, I want it to be a fire unit. It could be Juno since it does look like your defense can be dotted to the ground. So I think Juno will be the best choice here. Something like this, I think would do a lot better than what you are running. Again, Juno has to be there so you don't get dotted to the ground. If you want to go a little more aggressive, you can change out the Vanessa for some math, assuming that you did have some math. Never mind. Looks like you don't have some math, so this is actually the only variance that you could run. For offense, okay, very old school offenses. Very old school offenses. Wow. Okay, wait, these are pretty snipish, like that. But really, I wouldn't run this anymore. I wouldn't run this anymore. This has to be Christina here. Has to be that. Here I'll put a dot team because I've seen that you did have the units to run one if you bring it into the right team. So that will be one. Another one, you could even, I mean, there are variants of dot team. You could even use the Amber variants because I think you had Amber as well with Hey Gang. So go with the one that you feel the most comfortable with. Bomb team could be one as well. You do want to outspeeding comp, and I think it gotten a lot easier with the Zeros buff. So even if you don't have Leah, you could use Zeros, very easy to rune now, and go a fast team. A very fast team where you could maybe contest speed. I again don't know your Swift quality, but I think I'll run these three and it'll be more than enough for you to reach a certain rank. Definitely higher than P1 in my opinion. At least the box wise, I think P1 should be no issue. P2, P3, G1 should be no issue, but we haven't looked at the runes, which we'll look at the end through swap. From there, we'll see if this account is really there and prepared to reach that rank. If not, he needs to work on grinds and runes. So those are the three that I will run there. For RTA, 49% win rate with 380 games in. In F3? Really? That can't be right. Okay, but his win rate wasn't that great in Season 29 either. C1, 51%. That isn't too great. It looked like This account was C2 for a while, but maybe it fell off. Very small box. Very small box. I'm gonna pick out a better box for him, I think. Let's see what we could run. Let's get rid of all of these. Not a better box, but at least a box that I think he could fully utilize. I'll definitely keep these. These I'll definitely keep. Even from here, I'll use that as a counter. Definitely that. I think Sierra is a good pocket unit to have, as it did get very, very usable. Depending on your Swift quality, Zabala too, but let's not take that out yet. These are all things that I think is very universally used and can be brought out in multiple cases. We might have to kind of strip it down because I might be picking out too many units. I'll bring out Rune for now. But if you have Angela, I think you really don't need Rune. Tyrannus got stronger, so you could bring in Tyrannus too. I love Kinky. You guys probably already watched the video about my Kinky. So let's see if that's possible. Again, I don't know your Swift quality, but that is an LD5. It's very hard for me to use Gelnir. I am not a Gelnir master. There's definitely some people out there that knows how to use Gelnir in RTA. Abzi is one of them. So if you want to know how to use him, then watch his videos. Yeah, that's a lot of units. 24. Now, if you want to add in Swift units, first of all, you could add Escher here, or even Ethna. Oh, you didn't have Ethna. I thought you did. Then you could bring in Escher, right? Something like this. 26 units. Again, I don't know your rune quality, but being in C2 for a while, it's hard for me to believe that you can't rune up 20 plus units. Obviously, as somebody that wants to climb higher, I will tell you to focus your runes on a smaller box, but let's just say you have runes left over. Let's say they're all around the same efficiency as well. That means that you want to rune up more units. I mean, look at myself. I focused all my runes to like 20 units, but I still had many runes that were very nice, efficient, so I runed up more. And that's why my box is so big. I think you could do the same up to a certain point. You have to make the determination. Being like, okay, really after this point, this build, not usable. You will know that because the rune efficiency will be different. The stats you see will be different. It will be either too squishy, or it won't hit hard enough, or it won't be fast enough. So after runing up 10, 20 units, I'm pretty sure you will see the difference in the build. You will notice your build quality dropping per unit as you go on. And at a certain point, I think you will be making a decision saying, I can't use this build anymore. Meaning, I can't use this unit. I just noticed that it's tailing on violent build on plus 180 speed. So I don't know why this wasn't in your box when it had like one of your best sets probably. But is it efficient? Questionable. Just looking at this, like where's the legend grind? Where are the legend grinds? In no way it's a bad set, but I'm just saying that it could do a lot better. Eventually it'll come down to efficiency, but this is the type of box I'll use to learn the pick and ban. I think to have a very, I guess broad is what I want to say, a very common box that doesn't shout first turn or second turn. It really doesn't shout first turn, right? Because you really only have these two that's, or even these three that's contesting first turn. If you want to contest it even more because you know that you have good Swift quality, then you could add runes like Zabala, maybe even Adriana. I mean, you could even go super fast, bring in all of these units that scale off of speed. Not knowing your rune quality right now, not knowing your Swift quality, I mean, your violent quality looked awesome just from this build, but I don't know how far the rest will drop. So we'll definitely have to look at swap. Now you're in a P3 siege, very, very low compared to your highest rank, which is G2. I'm assuming that you took a long break or this account was acquired. Explaining the huge drop in ranks, and also maybe explaining why you're not doing too well in RTA since you really don't know how to play the game. You really don't know how to play the box. But just looking at Siege, I do think, first of all, looking at these builds, I think you have too many defenses. Although in P3, with the records I've seen, it seems like you should be able to support 10 defenses really well. It looks like this defense is doing well, so let's look at the builds here. 18-11, right? Okay, so that's a decent Chandra build. And whatever Perna build, whatever Tianling build too, actually, because they're all really squishy. I don't like these builds. They're like fast, right? Other than the Perna, they're fast, but they're not efficient. The tankiness is low. Yeah, really low. I mean, you are going with the crit rate, speed, crit rate, HP, so plus 24k might not be too low in a lot of people's eyes, but I actually see a lot of different builds. I see a lot of builds that I know that are efficient. I know what people could get when they max out their runes with legend grinds and gems, or even hero maxes that are efficient. I easily see plus 30k HP on Tianling, especially these units here have exceptional base HP, so it should be a lot easier to get higher HP stats. But seeing this kind of tells you that there is something lacking. Tianling missing accuracy as well. If you take a look at something like this, right, we're expecting at least what? Maybe a Swift Clara or a Swift Chilling, or at least everything Violent being super fast, around plus 170s. Swift Clara on plus 137. Okay, Violent Truffle but plus 120, and a Violent Chilling on plus 125. I think there is something wrong with the rune quality. Reason why this account is not doing so well now. Also skill ups, come on, Chilling, skill 1. You should easily get those skill ups. What is going on? I think the account right now just screams R5, or just base rune quality being really low. I will decrease the amount of defenses, just make like 4 or 5. Okay, just go like 6 defenses, because it is P3. Come on, it's Punisher Siege. Go with 6 defenses. Go with the more meta defenses. I think you'll get a much better result. Because right now, apart from your Tianling defense being positive, everything else is in the negative. Other than this one that's being equal. I can't believe this is equal as well. There's so many answers to these days. And it's very prone to cleaves. I have no clue how this is getting wins. But this is Punisher. That's why it's working. Let's go into swap and see what's the problem. I imported Gapko's JSON file. If we go to runes, let's just look at anything over 100 efficiency. I'm expecting a lot more compared to some of the accounts that we've seen recently when I started this, because those accounts are really early game. 100% efficiency, any rune, 224 runes. It is a lot more, right? It is a lot more. I think the next highest we've seen was like 80. So almost 3 times more runes that are over 100% efficiency. That's good. That's better. Yeah, you see that? Out of 2,400 runes, he has 224 runes that are over 100% efficiency. Now, 110. That's a big jump, guys. 110 is huge. 19 runes. Definitely the most efficient account we've seen ever since I started using Swap to check rune quality. 19 runes that have over 110% efficiency. Let's take a look at Violent, Will, Intangibles, Swift, and Despair. Because those are the main 4 sets that you want to use. Oh, aside from Will, that's the main 4 sets that you want to use for RTA. Let's just look at top 100. Be a little more lenient. 85 runes. So I'm gonna just select show all so we can see how many fast runes he has. A Will rune 32 speed, perfect. Violent rune 30 speed, another Swift rune 30 speed, Swift 29. Whoa, these are some awesome runes here. Despair 28, Despair 28, Swift 27, another 27, 27, 26. Okay, this looks good. However, have you noticed? As soon as we start going down, first of all, okay, this Swift with the +4, that's understandable. You could be working on it. Okay, but what is this rune right here? Violent slot 4, crit rate, +3. Come on. Easily +4. There's a blue HP gem that's not grinded. Defense +5 and attack +6. All lacking hero max grinds. This is why this account is not improving. At least one of the main reasons why he's not improving. If you can't get better in pick and ban, which I believe everybody can, the more you play, the more experience you get, you will gain more knowledge in the game. You'll figure out what works better against what. So I truly believe people can learn and get better as they play more RTA. So aside from that, aside from playing more to get better in pick and ban, or to get better by pulling a better unit, I guess, because that's also a thing. The only other way you could get better is to make your builds more efficient. Because this game isn't fair in any way. You either have a better box or you have better runes. There are people out there that are trying to get that 1%, 2% from each of these runes. And in total, because there are 6 runes, the difference is 10 to 20% per build. Let's say that your pick and ban is immaculate, but the opponent has 20%, 30% more efficiency. Well, that doesn't make sense. Really, you can't have a total of 30% more efficiency. Let's say 10% more efficiency on their builds. You're going to have a very hard time winning that, especially if you encompass that with violent procs and such, despair stuns. You're going to have a very, very hard time winning. Like, you could say the same for people that have better rune quality or rune efficiency. However, when they get to move, when they move once, when they hit you once, they're going to hit a lot harder. Meaning, they might just need one less turn for them to kill one of your units. Some people might say I'm drastically exaggerating things, but I truly believe that. Let's just look at this Swift rune with 30 speed. The attack percent has a +4. Wow. Why? 30 speed. What do you need this to have to give you the push to make this an efficient rune? I don't know. But please get swap, prioritize your runes, and start grinding R5. Start grinding raids. Because a lot of people don't know the value that they already have in their account. They just truly believe, I need faster runes, I need better runes. Runes. When they already have a handful that are really good. And they're not making the best of what they already have. I think it's another good wake-up call to this account owner, showing them in front of their eyes that they have 85 runes here that are in need of work. Because I'm pretty sure 85 of these runes, most of these runes are being used in RTA or whichever PvP that is playing. Because this is Despair, Intangible, Swift, Violent, and Will, which is used everywhere PvP-wise in the game. So improving all these runes will bring up your PvP game. I think it's very clear what you need to work on, but I think you're doing really well. 85 runes, awesome. This is the best we've seen till now. Let's take a look at some like 90 runes, like 94 to 99, I guess. Because if you have a lot of runes here that are missing grinds and gems, it means that they just need a little push, a little push for them to be over 100%. So let's take a look at max, like 98 Violent Rune. Okay, this one is almost there, max, because you did give it a accuracy gem. Kind of hard for you guys to see. But yeah, there's an accuracy gem at the end, +9. If he was able to give it maybe like an attack percent, it would be easily over 100%. But you don't have to force yourself on doing that. Again, I'm a efficiency chaser, but that doesn't mean that you have to do the same. You could always build a rune for a particular unit. And if that unit does not need attack, you might want it to get more accuracy or resistance, so on and so forth. Yeah, but there's a lot of room for improvement here and there. Look at this, HP +4%, and that's already a 98% efficiency rune. So if you get a 7%, this will easily be over 100. I'm pretty sure I could pinpoint a couple of these as I scroll on this list. And there are a total of 113 runes. 113 runes that have the potential to be over 100% efficiency. Now I'm not gonna say all of them are, but let's say like 25%. 30 runes. 30 runes here can have over 100% efficiency. And if you're able to use all of these runes in your RTA box or your siege box, so on and so forth, trust me, the builds will look different. When I show you guys builds of my Kinky, my Leo, stacked with stats, it's all because I make those runes efficient. So I hope you follow this advice. Continuing R5 is a thing. a lot of people really do not understand the importance of R5. They think after farming for a while, you know, getting a grind on a rune, whether it's +4 or +7, just getting the grind thinks it's done. Trust me, it's not. That's why I keep saying, I can't say it enough, that you need to focus on R5 forever. That's the truth of it, forever. Even for me. If I look in my SWGT, it tells me that my #1 priority is grinds. I mean, it says legend grinds, right? So, but that is my #1 priority, and that is what I'm pushing for, so that I could make better of what I already have. Hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. If you guys want account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. If you guys want account improvements, join my Discord, fill out the Google form. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.